Is anyone even in there? Yeah. Yo! No! Oh, okay. Oh, pa, pa, pa. Oh, holy
You just stop playing. I mean, if they give me one right now, tear it up live.
Safety first here.
Let's keep this going somehow.
Y'all again? Y'all back? We are here at round 27 Formula Drift. It is about December the 17th, but we're here with the boys, and I decided to bring this thing out. So usually for the past like 3 years, this car has been in a oh shit! Look at this guy. What's up, baby? Yeah, we are. How are you?
Good.
How are you? This is Mr. Fuel Lab right here.
Fuel Lab.
Yeah, they got some dope ass pumps and some other stuff I don't even know about.
A few moments later.
Got a friendly interruption by friends of ours from Fuel Lab. But anyways, we're here with this hooptie. This is gonna be in a Type S booth. For the past like 3-4 years, I've been showing my car with them. And unfortunately, because of what you guys saw before, that happened to the motor.
You need anything from the trailer?
The whole trailer. God damn it. Came here with no trailer. Now there's a truck in the trailer. Now I brought this out. It was kind of quick how it happened, you know? Just bought a car like 2 weeks ago. But yeah, it'll be in a Type S booth. It's not really show worthy, but it'll still turn some heads. Cleaned up pretty well, so it should be pretty good. As far as the rest of the weekend goes, we're gonna be helping out Ken here at home rather than don't go to Florida. Sorry, if you're in Florida, I feel for you.
We're on the best coast.
Yeah, best coast. Exactly. But yeah, stay tuned. Tonight, we have an opportunity to go down to a Type S shindig they're throwing at Griot's Garage down in Tacoma. A bunch of cool cars. I think Larry's gonna be out there. Adam LZ, I don't know. All the paparazzi, you know what I'm saying? Maybe people bring their babies down. You don't know. So we'll catch you in a little bit.
Finally arrived to Jazzy's Cafe. Is anyone even in there? Yo! No! Oh no!
That looks good. That looks really good.
Oh my God! Jeff! It's probably death now.
Yeah, even more.
Even more.
You know, stop playing. I mean, if they give me one right now, I'll tear it up live.
Like a glove.
All right, today was set up at FD. We got our canopy all set up. We got some cars in there. We got a brand new used rebuilt transmission into the car ready for tomorrow. Chris did some suspension, secret shock and suspension stuff to the rear of it. And then we loaded up the cars and went to Type S. What is it called? Night lights?
Yeah, night lights, yeah.
LZ was at this one. Me being the nice guy I am, I let him use my enclosed trailer. I'm out here on this peasant open car trailer. It's actually kind of nice. barely made it in to the shop because I'm not trying to unload it, put the trailer outside in the morning, load it back up. Nah, we're not doing all that. We gonna make it fit. Couple inches of spare on the front, pretty close on the sides. But yeah, in the morning I'm gonna come in, hook this thing up, and then we're gonna go back to the track, and we got practice at 10:30 in the morning, and then seating bracket afterwards. The first time doing seating bracket this year. Kind of a bummer, but you know, that's what happens when your car has a bunch of problems. But yeah, we're ready for tomorrow. All right, so you saw the time clock. Let's talk about that a little bit. We basically had to call a 5-minute call due to some suspension stuff, basically breaking. We had a bent bolt on there. It looked really bad. The camber was pretty much all the way in. That happened to be one of Ken's best solo runs in practice, that last one before seating bracket. Came back in, we noticed the camber was way off, started looking into it. It looked like the arm was just bent, so we started initially just changing the arm, and once we pulled the arm off, we noticed the subframe was actually bent, and that kind of spiraled into a bunch of problems. And basically what we shouldn't, if we would have saw that initially, we should have just aligned around the bent bolt and the bent subframe, and we could at least did seating bracket, and I think we would have not ended up against James Dean, because basically what happened was we weren't able to fix it in the time that we had allotted. We were the first bracket and seating bracket, so that pretty much limited us the amount of time we had, because they basically go straight in from practice to seating bracket. We called our 5-minute because we knew we were going to get another one for top 32 the next day. Weren't able to fix the subframe, basically weren't able to do our seating bracket run, and if there was more than 32 drivers, we basically wouldn't have qualified. If Thankfully, there was only 32 drivers, so we were just fighting for a position in top 32. In order to fix that properly, we were gonna drop the subframe, either replace it, repair it, whatever we needed to do. So we dropped the subframe, got everything apart, decided we were gonna repair it, brought it back to my shop, did the repair. Chris and I got that done around midnight, loaded back up in the truck, got back to the track around like pretty much 1. Started putting the subframe back in the car. That way the next day we could go immediately into practice, making sure all of our repairs and changes, because it basically ruined the alignment at that point because we pulled everything off. But yeah, everything was good the next day. All right, now let's see how top 32 morning practice goes with Ken.
Boys and girls, it's halftime. We're gonna go through a little car show and see what's up. Obviously, first off, you get takeover team right here.
Takeover team.
You know, this is what an average takeover you see, right? Some scat packs and challengers and whatever the heck that is. It's like a Hellcat. Hellcat.
yeah.
Is that a Hellcat? I don't know what a Hellcat is. I don't do this kind of stuff. I like Japanese ship boxes. That could be considered a ship box, but I really like it. I like the ZXs. Good looking car, man. So since this is home track, we know quite a bit of people here. Since I run an alignment shop, I think maybe a small percentage of these people have been to my shop. So I kind of know them personally, and then also have aligned a bunch of their stuff. So let's go see what we can find. And I don't know, we started over there, but it's too loud. There's people playing music. GR stuff's popping off over there. They got EDM. So we're gonna stick to here, or start here, I guess. And I'm gonna be very, I'm biased, okay? Like, not that I don't like everything. I do appreciate everything, but I just like certain things. And we're gonna go from my perspective. First one is the car that Jeff was gonna show you at Stance Wars. It was this thing. Pretty dope. RC. Is an RCF. I think it is. Don't tear my head off. Car that's owned by a girl, and it is pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I like it when girls are into this stuff. It's pretty badass. Oh, I didn't know this thing was caged. That's actually pretty sick. But this thing's pretty legit. And this is like a spin on it's like a Raise GTP. They used to make this wheel. I think it's a Raise. I don't remember, man. I'm old. I forget things. So anyways, this is Kevin's hooptie. This guy stayed up to like 4:75 in the morning to get this thing done. Yeah, I know that was, yeah, making sure you're paying attention. 4:75, what is that? Exactly. But yeah, he like repainted the bumpers, the skirts. He fixed the mirror. This mirror was like gross and flaky. Did a good job. Not bad. I actually observed it myself. There's so many people that came up and were like drooling over this. They're like, dude, that's a dope chaser. It's not a chaser, sir. That is a C35 Laurel, damn it. Yeah, I think this is like one of the catchiest cars like here, because a bunch of people were around it. Obviously not right now, yeah, I don't know, it's halftime. So everybody's out exploring, looking at cars and buying stuff that they don't need, just like me. Yeah, as far as like Hondas go, FK8, this is the Gundam of Hondas. This thing, all the wings and splitters and things. I mean, it's clean. It's clean. It ain't no EK hatch, you know, but it'll do. It'll do. This is pretty sick though. See, and that's what I mean. Like I'm biased about stuff. So having stuff like that come out, it's pretty dope. You don't know what that is? This is like a really cool car. This is a Mazda Auto Zam. So pretty rare, stupid expensive. The ones in good condition there's a Mazda Speed version of these, and there's a regular version of these, but this is the regular version, and they're still about 20 grand. The Mazda Speed's like 40 grand. One of the coolest things, Liberty Walk makes a kit for this, and it costs $24,000. And this turns this into a mini F40 Ferrari. Possibly the coolest, like, modifiable kit car ever. And the kit costs more than the car. I mean, like I said, base price around 20 grand for something like this, but it's very unique. Like the gull wing doors, dude, this is such a flex, you know? Obviously it's an old little Japanese car, but
Start flapping away.
but like, to put it into perspective, I mean, dude, like, look how big I am. Look how little this is. It's not my car, so I can't get in it, but it'd be a tight fit. This is like old school Mercedes-Benz SLR or whatever the hell, SLK, I don't know. So this is actually a really cool car. This is a Nissan March. We never got them here, but these things crushed on the ground with 14x7 TE37 gravels. Amazing. What's up, boy? What's up? I see you. I see you over there.
I see you.
That's our boy Nestor. He's from Eastern Washington. He does a bunch of fab shit. We love you too. See, you can't come back with that. See, you were saying shit talking, but you can't come back. I told you I love you, man. Hey, have a wonderful day. I actually really want one of these.
This is sick.
See, again, I'm Nikolai and I have a problem because I want one of these so I can do the Ferrari, and I want one of these so I can crush it on gravel TEs. I just saw one in Japan a while ago and it looks really cool. There's a 4-door and a 2-door version of it. Hey, this is episode Quirky Cars. Shit. This thing like super stands out on little TEs. Oh my God. It's a tiny car. But this thing though, 9,000 RPM, 660cc turbo. So sick, so sick. It's just like, I don't know, I like the quirky shit too, you know? Like it's not just all about big power or drifting and this and that. Like, obviously this isn't a drift car, but like, it's so cool to be able to own this and build this. I think guys on Drift Games out of the UK, they're doing one right now. One of the guys on Drift Games, he's actually building one, and it's gonna be one of 2. And then I wanna do a 3rd one. I wanna do it. A lot of it so my wife can drive it. She likes little shit like this, and I can't fit into it, obviously. Challenged. Yeah, it would be dope. It'd be dope. Boys and girls, this car has been in the making for a little while. Our boy Derek Pompeo, D-Pomps on Instagram, this boy built a really dope S15. He said there's like one of 200 something. I just said it's one of 420.69 cars ever built. This guy's a paint nerd, so he painted it top down, left, right, up, whatever, all around. A very well put together car. As far as the engine bay goes, you can eat off of it. You can lick and your girlfriend won't get mad, you know? So all the chrome stuff on that thing, he had a bunch of stuff re-chromed. I think the rear wing, I forget, he told me what brand it is. I don't remember it, some old JDM brand. He sent out a bunch of stuff to get it re-chromed. I mean, that thing's shiny as all hell, as y'all can see, but puts a lot of thought into it. He also has a really clean 180SX, 240SX from the Weckfest vlog, the green wide body, the crazy one with a 2J and everything. So in a similar manner, put together very well. He has an issue with S chassis, just like your boy, but I really like the attention to detail and execution of everything. And this is built like as a drift car more than a show car. But again, just like my own 240, the green one, everything's just really nicely done. And this is paying homage to the drift stuff that we grew up on, but we want to be able to show it to the younger generation so they can fall in love with that stuff. And so he's done a really good job on the car. And from, I don't know, all the carbon stuff on there. There's candied yellow on the carbon. There's Kevlar bits, and the dashboard in that thing. candied red. Holy cow. Holy cow. Squarecraft mirrors on that thing, same thing. Candy yellow. Bro, those mirrors are like 2 G's, man. This kid's wasting money like crazy. Hey, proud of you, proud of you. It's just dollars. It's okay, it's just dollars. You'll make more, you're young. Build cool cars, kids, build cool cars. But overall, amazing, amazing job. And look at that one right there. Right next to it, we'll go take a few shots of that car. But I think that is the coolest looking Jazzy X90 Mark II that I've seen. I've seen that car online, I think I follow him. But bro, it is beautiful. Like, as far as clean street car, I don't know. That is, I think that's the coolest Jazzy X chassis, which is the 90 Mark II. 100s, probably the Cresta for me. I don't know if Jeff has a favorite, probably not. I don't know, he likes things black, big and black things, you know? But let's go check out a few more cars.
What are those?
Hey man, hey, that's a customer of mine, dope dude. His name's Noah. I think this is the first set of tri-spokes. There's another Supra actually locally that has a set of these, but your boy outfitted this 19.5, 1911 Tilo Nikos.
Looks proper.
Because I'm Nikolai and Nico, you know, I don't know, man. And then we got the Panty Bandit, the Panty Bandit right there. And this thing, I mean, this is the baddest car on the whole paddock. This thing, if this thing don't win shit, I don't want to be here. Dude, this thing is so sick. It's so sick, and it makes me sad and mad that Jeff sold this, but it's cool. Homie has it, so Ty's got this thing going on. I love this car. Yeah, that's our boy David from RHT Motorsports. He's got this. It's an imported Supra, right-hand drive. He imports cars and stuff, but yeah, pretty dope car, nice and clean. It's just what every growing boy wants and needs, you know? Just a little bit of electrolytes. I don't know, he's gonna build it or something. Cool. Why is it so loud? Oh yeah, I aligned that one. I aligned like half these cars, man.
You've aligned this one? I know you've seen that one.
Yep, this one's sick too. That same Supra, David, this is one of their cars that they have in their facility right now for sale, but it's a little baddie. This is the Urus Super Wide on the R34. Pretty damn sick. I mean, like super exaggerated. And that's because I believe it's a 100mm wide body, and that's why they call it a super wide. And it's basically as wide as you can make a 34. You can stuff some pretty big wheels and tires underneath it, but it's just all about style. You know, Urus makes, I think they're one of the only couple manufacturers that make stuff for R34s, and they have been for years. Urus was actually established by Nomura Ken from Japan. He's an old school D1 driver of the same era that Koguchi is. And so he's been building stuff like this for a very long time. And just to be able to see something like that is sick. Like 34s look good. Me personally, I like minimalistic like additions to the car, but this also obviously looks sick. So, and to finish on a good note, obviously I'm a little, like I said, closeted Honda guy. And we got a badass S2000 on some SLTEs, and then a badass EG. So nice, clean, you know. It's a good note to finish this bad boy on, you know. And same thing, B series, nice and clean. Another customer, yeah. Because it's local, it's like, you know, why not, you know? So pretty badass. But yeah, on that note, let's get back to drifting, and we'll see what's up next.
You can see James leading on the left and Ken Gucci leading on the right.
Yeah, so obviously we know both drivers had a great lead run, but let's start taking a look at the chase here. Who's got the better both, lead and angle and proximity? It's a mix of all three of those when we talk about the chase, because both these leads pretty solid. It may end up coming down to James Dean's ability to fill outside zone 3 while he's in the chase, still keeping that line, keeping the proximity and mirroring the angle to the best of his ability. And there's been a lot of discussion about the lead line here, but not a lot of discussion about the chase. And for these drivers, everyone's got their leads dialed. It's going to be the chase that wins you this event. In my mind, that's how it's going to go.
I said that yesterday, and it absolutely rings true. James Dean gets the win, and I would just say that little X factor on the chase position. I think there is room for improvement as far as placement of that chase vehicle. Like you said, Jacob, slide that car back a little bit more, massage it in, but good, fast, and cheap. You can only have 2.
Yeah.
So proximity, deepness, speed. You could really only have 2, because you saw James had that proximity.
All right, so top 32 didn't exactly go how we wanted it, but it wasn't bad. Nothing broke. We did have a clutch slave cylinder either overextend. Something happened there where the piston came out, got wedged crooked on its way back in, and the seal was exposed, therefore losing all the clutch fluid. So we had to put a new slave on there. And after we replaced that, everything was good. Top 32 battle with James Dean was about as good as it could be. Ken made a couple mistakes on his chase run, but his lead was like 100% solid. And like I said, we didn't have any issues, so we can't be mad at that. And when you're going up against someone like James Dean, you got to be 100%. Even though we were like about 95, 95 is not enough against James. I was pretty happy with Ken's driving and the way that the car performed after we repaired the subframe and the clutch slave. So the top 3 finishers ended up being Matt Field, then James Dean, and then LZ, which we actually had a little interaction with LZ, made a little purchase, for a future project. So tomorrow's Sunday. They're actually having an open drift here with the FD layout. We're gonna do some driving. Freddie, LZ's tuner, is gonna be out there touching up some stuff in my car. We're gonna turn the boost up a little bit and see how that goes down. So let's enjoy those clips from Sunday.
All right, you see how we kind of changed it? Look, right wall out. Okay, just one. Goddamn, son.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you can really see it though.
All right, so we found the first weak point of the RC, and it's rod number 6. So I've talked with my tuner and a couple other people. Our theories, this is a common problem with like a stock Jazzy, and one thing that this has in common with the stock Jazzy is the bearing clearances. We're thinking that probably a little bit too tight for what we're doing with this motor. We are revving past stock factory red line, which I believe is 78. We're revving it to like 82. So what we're all thinking is basically it's too tight. By the time that the oil is traveling through all the tight passages, cylinder 6 is already too hot. So what we're gonna do is just loosen up the tolerances. We got a brand new crankshaft thanks to my boy Kenji at Greddy. He was nice enough to bless me with a brand unused Toyota crankshaft. So we're gonna start by taking this completely apart, inspecting all the parts, thoroughly cleaning everything, because this metal it's everywhere. It's not just in the engine, it's in the dry sump pump, it's in the dry sump pan, it's in the dry sump tank, all the lines, the head, the turbo, the oil cooler, anything that has oil in it, the VVTi gear, like everything has metal in it. So that's the number one thing, is like cleaning it very well. Otherwise you're just gonna pump some of the same bearing material all through your brand new parts. So we're gonna start by doing that. We're gonna get a new rod on the way, inspect all the other rods. I already got number 1 off, so this is one of the bearings that actually had proper oil versus the one that did not. This is not how it should look. So, you know, this is the first time I've ever had oiling issues or anything assembly related with one of my motors. So this is, you know, the whole point of doing all this is being my own guinea pig, and happening to me is far better than having it happen to a customer. So I don't have to feel guilty about anything that went on. Maybe it was my fault, maybe it wasn't. It doesn't really matter. The main goal here is to figure out what to do about this issue. And to me, I'm gonna open up the bearing clearances. I always double, triple check bearing clearances, at least to make sure they're all the same, just because I'm super OCD. But one thing that I can attest to is I did build this with factory clearances. So if that's one of the problems, then that's on me. All right, so as you can see, we've already started the tear down. I'm about halfway through. I'm gonna get this engine all the way broken down, inspect all the parts, make sure anything that was damaged, I see that, and either get a new part or get another head. Like, we just got to see like how much damage was actually done by the metal getting cycled through the engine. But this is going to be the end of this vlog, so make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for tuning in.